Hello, friends. Hope you all are doing well. Today, I am coming with new points regarding the review of related literature. Yesterday, we discussed about the purposes of review of related literature. Today, we shall discuss the sources of review of related literature. So, just before discussing the sources of related literature, first of all, I would like to recapitulate the points which we have discussed yesterday regarding the purposes. And the first point was the very first purpose of review of related literature was that it enables the researcher to define the limits of his research field. It helps the researcher to determine his research area, to fix his research work. That means the researcher can identify the limits of his research field. So secondly, it helps the researcher to become up to date on all kinds of works related to his areas, means which others have done and what are to be done. And with the help of these research reviews, the researcher is able to state his objectives clearly and precisely. So a researcher always can be benefited to be up to date on works which others have done in his area. Next point was that researcher can avoid unfruitful or useless problem areas, because it is not possible to cover various areas of research, various fields of study. So he must be particular, or she must be particular regarding his research work. So researcher can avoid, with the help of reviews, the unfruitful and useless problem areas. And the another point was that with the knowledge of review, the researcher can avoid unintentional duplication of well-established findings. That means what the other research workers have done, knowingly or unknowingly, anybody may go for duplication of those research findings. So review stops to duplicate those things. So with the knowledge of review of related literature, the research and can avoid unintentional duplication of well-established facts, well-established findings, well-established research of other researchers. Next, it gives the researcher an in-depth understanding of research methodology. With the help of review of related literature, a researcher can develop a good research design. It helps to know about tools, instruments. It provides an in-depth insight about statistical methods through which the validity of the results are established. And finally, the review helps the researcher to know about the recommendations of previous researches. The all findings or the suggestions for further research work, suggestions for future research are always suggested by researcher in his research report or in her research report in thesis or dissertation. So review of related literature helps to know about the recommendations of the study of previous researchers tested in their studies, and also it helps the researcher to take ideas, to borrow ideas for his new research studies. So these were the purposes of review of related literature, and in connection with those purposes of review of related literature, I'm going to share with you the various sources of review. Dear friends, you all know just after joining your research work, it is the duty of every research worker, every researcher to identify the library of the research institute, where the library is situated. Not only the own research institute library, but also the neighboring resourceful libraries are to be identified by the researcher. So a library is the physical figure which can provide lots of facilities with books, journals, newspapers, theses, dissertation, etc., etc. So the most reliable source for review of related literature is the library. With the facilities of books and journals publication. You know, it is not possible for everybody to subscribe the all kinds of related books, all kinds of journals related to his particular research work. So we must have to take help of books related areas related regarding his research works and journal publications. Next, encyclopedias are also necessary to discuss, to consult, because encyclopedia is the storehouse. It can be termed as the storehouse of all knowledge and informations, all which are kept, which are written in detail. So various knowledge and information, detailed informations are given in encyclopedias. So encyclopedia of educational researchers are also very important source of review. We can go through those encyclopedias. Next, you know, educational indexes. Indexes helps us to know the actual source, to identify the actual source of the writer, to locate the actual citation or actual source of the review. Okay, actual source of the research work. So educational indexes helps us to lead our review of related literature. Next, abstracts and abstract volumes. We all researchers, we all academicians often go to attend conferences, seminars, and we collect lots of abstracts volumes of those research papers. So the researcher must have to consult those abstracts and abstract volumes for our reviewing purpose. Okay, next point is monograph. The many research works are published by different universities, different academic bodies, different publishers, which also give us ample scope, ample opportunity to identify our sources of review. Next, various newspapers and pamphlets. They publish lots of articles, lots of latest news, informations, innovations of the worlds, or maybe of the regions, or maybe of one country. So these newspapers and pamphlets also give sufficient knowledge to the researcher to review their own research work. Definitely, we also say for films and film strips, when we enjoy a movie or film, so maybe documentary, and lots of new ideas we feel disturbed that why it happens, why the director has shown in this way. So in this way, lots of new ideas, lots of new thoughts always provocates our mind. So obviously these are also source of review of related literature. There also we may get chance of reviewing lots of our research works. Next point is very important, that is government documents and directories, because all kinds of statistical data, works of the governments, projects, policies implemented by the government, it may be national, it may be central government, all are stated only in the government documents or only in the directories, government directories. No elsewhere will find this information. So for any kind of statistical data, we must have to go to the source of government documents and directories. And another source is handbooks or yearbook of research. You know, some universities or some publishing agencies, they publish handbooks for the whole academic years, new innovations, new ideas, issues, educational issues, or some problems related to our educational process, which are published only in the handbooks and yearbooks of research. So these are obviously the source of review of related literature. And research periodicals and newsletters, we have also, we must have also to mention that this research periodicals gives us time to time information about new ideas and development. What new innovations have taken place? These are to be, these are always published by the research periodicals. So we, the researcher have to consult those research periodicals also. And computer generated reference materials are also important for us. Our lots of websites we get which helps us to go for in-depth review, because Sodh Ganga website, it is also important, Gangatri. So these are also websites, computer generated reference website, which helps us to go for review of related literature. Finally, at last, I'm going to share, but not least important point is thesis and dissertation. You know, the various researchers' works are reported in the form of thesis or in the form of dissertation, and these theses and dissertations are very important, which directly helps the researcher to have the knowledge of objectives, hypothesis, methodology, or how to write the research report, how to write the bibliography, references, citations, footnotes, endnotes. All kinds of informations are gained with the help of thesis and dissertation. So with these few points, I'd like to conclude my class. So hope you all enjoyed, and bye.